All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are again. 1975 Dodge 900, 671 Detroit. On my last video, I finally brought the thing home, but I could not get to start for nothing. Like, I figured it was prime issue, couldn't get nothing, whatever. Went through the fuel lines, actually ended up adding valves. That's a runaway valve. I put that there just in case of runaway, but that's not the point of this video. The point of the video was getting it started. I found out that if I flip this switch right here and crank it, it would just run away on me. And I had no idea what that switch was, because I'll be honest, I knew nothing about these engines until this one, so I'm slowly learning as I go. So making a few calls, finally got somebody that said that if it's running away like that, probably got a valve stuck, or the whole arm assembly stuck. And what turned out to be was this rocker right here on this injector was stuck, which was actually making this stay stuck. This is supposed to move freely all the time now, because those little rods down there, that's your injector right there, pushing into it. You got your two injector lines here, you got your piston, and then there's a hole down in there. And I went through all kinds of hell getting that one out of there, because it was very seized. Had to use like a 5-foot pry bar against the here, and it was just pain in the ass. But finally got it, and it still wouldn't start because I still did not know what that emergency valve was. So I looked and looked, and finally realized that that was the actual emergency valve. And with that turned off, it's just not going to start in general. So I finally built up the courage to flip it again and start it, and sure enough, fired right up and idled. Starter's been kind of wonky, so if it don't fire right up, it's gonna make a liar out of me, but it does run. Let's see. There we go. Running real good now. Everything the way it is. Realized taking this panel off of a floor, which I actually had to take out the passenger seat because it was aftermarket seat. Somebody put that in there. Not thinking might need accessibility to this someday, but took the seat out, took the panel out, and of course I found more problems. I don't know how well this will focus, but exhaust crack right there that goes all the way down there, exhaust crack over there. So this whole thing fills up with fumes after it runs for a couple minutes, which is another project for another day. So the goal for the rest of the night is clean up the valve cover, get it back on there. Did find a nice little numbers plate on the side of it that I've been documenting. Trying to get as much info on this thing as I go, just so when I have problems in the future, I'll know what to do. And yeah, so that's where we're at right now. And after I do that, I'll call it a night, but there'll be more to follow on restoring more of the electronics and all this excessive wiring that some of it don't even go to anything. But yeah, one step closer.